Hi, folks. It's Sunday evening, October 2nd. Getting ready for the markets this week. Some releases, not a huge release week, but wanted to go over them real quick and set you up for success. Monday, we have the S&P PMI final number. I don't expect that to have any real significant effect. Next, there's the ISM manufacturing from September. That is kind of significant. It can confirm a continued slowdown in the manufacturing sector. Something to watch. That's a pretty general sector, so tradability is, I'll leave that for you to look into, but it's out there. Construction spending is also out there. I don't expect that to be a big mover. The big one for Monday that I view is motor vehicle sales. Obviously, the risk is to the downside. Sales have come down quite a bit, and the risk appears to be to further downside. So you could trade the car companies if it's a really bad number. If it's a better than expected number, again, you can trade the car companies. You can trade what I call tier one. You could trade their immediate suppliers, companies like Robert Bosch, Denso, and Lear. And you could trade the key suppliers to those intermediate suppliers. And basically, I would, just be careful if you're going to trade on the long side. Just be very wary because I think the risk is definitely to continue downside over time. So short term, that's fine, but just keep an eye out. Late in the afternoon, there's a Fed speaker, but I don't expect there to be much effect, if any. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday morning, we have a Fed speaker. Talking about payments, I don't expect there to be very much effect on that. Next, there's job openings, and here we want to keep an eye out. It'll give us an idea of is the economy holding up, and more importantly, specifically, is employment holding up? Because that's really the last pillar before we go straight into recession. So that's an important number to watch. What can you trade? Economically sensitive stocks, discretionary stocks on the long or short side, depending on where the number falls. But just keep an eye out for that. There's also factory orders. Another indicator of whether we're headed into recession or have we stabilized or what the deal is. There's a Fed speaker late in the afternoon. I don't expect any effect on the markets on Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday, it's even lighter, but there's a couple things to keep an eye out for. ADP employment, that'll piggyback on job openings from Tuesday. Again, is employment holding up more specifically, or is it a stronger recession signal? So economically sensitive stocks, discretionaries, or and by the way, when I'm talking about economically sensitive stocks, I'm talking about things that you have to buy as a consumer versus things that are more optional. For example, you could trade down. You could trade down from luxury to generic, or Procter and Gamble to a generic brand, stuff like that. So you can take a look into that. Next, there's an ISM services September number, another indicator of whether recession is on the cusp. And finally, there's another Fed speaker. I don't expect it to be market moving, but it's out there just for your awareness. I will be posting again moving forward 2 to 3 times a week, Sunday nights to set you up for the first half of the week, Wednesday nights, Eastern time to set you up for Thursday and Friday. And I might do a Friday night summary review of how macro trading might have worked out for the week. That's all I have for right now. Like I said, it's not a particularly heavy week from economic releases. Obviously, this is US focused. I might expand it later, but that's all for now. Have a good trading week, and we'll speak Wednesday night. Bye bye.